All right, so Randy and little Jimmy, Robbie's gonna teach y'all how to flip a car over today. Okay.
Okay, so first thing when you go on scene, what's your first thing you do when you come up to a rollover?
Check and make sure it's in park.
Okay. Check and make sure it's in park. Good job.
That is the number one mistake that tow drivers make, is they will roll the car over while it's still in gear or neutral, and that mug will disappear like a fart in a whirlwind. And then you're standing there with a cop, no car, and a possible wreck down the road.
Facts.
So go check it. Randy, it's normally at this point you'll be fending people off, but on wrecks like this, you probably won't have a lot of action like that.
And I could probably tell you why this one was already flipped. Check out the tires.
Oh yeah. So the reason we're practicing on this is our car. We own this car. They gave us title for it, but this car was from a rollover. So, all right, let's get on it.
Let's go.
Show them what to do.
Just for safety, you want to go ahead and put your blocks down on the car. That way, if it starts turning, it's got a stop point to it. And then put one right there.
Here, but it'll really spin on asphalt.
Yes.
Asphalt is basically nothing but wet glass.
Is he putting those down for?
So this is to somewhat help the vehicle not spin as much. Once it actually grabs hold like that, it's kind of, how do you say it? It stops the vehicle from pivoting in a certain way. All these are is blocks, so once you take the blocks like that, the vehicle starts spinning, the vehicle will actually engrave on top of them and it keeps the vehicle from spinning. Is practically the thing.
Jimmy, a lot of guys will run that cable over this car and they will literally hook to the seatbelt on the side. People don't realize the seatbelt is one of the strongest grip points on the car. We don't do that. Okay? That's some stuff they do where Randy's from. All right, where's that again?
That hillbilly ingenuity.
Yeah, up north ingenuity. That's what they do up there in the parking wars. But it's really, a lot of guys will do it, and it's a good hook point, but we don't do that, because if that breaks and you got a car halfway up, that mud's coming back. So we use something that we know is not going to break y'all. What are you doing, Robbie?
So we are wrapping this around your control arm. So we're wrapping these around your control arm on both ends.
Both ends.
And the reason being is because if you hook J-hooks or hook body hooks, some of these vehicles you'll have one shorter side, one longer side. That's what has the vehicle pivoting. But if you throw that back across, you're the same size, or you're the same length on each side. So what it's going to do is have a pull point from the middle. Yes.
You got a center pull point.
So at that point, you're just pulling from the middle instead of one side at a time.
See the pyramid?
So hook it any way you want to hook it. Now, personally, y'all know, if it's a light car,
I don't like that.
you don't have to leave the boom down. I would raise the boom up. The higher the boom, the more angle you got, the more pivot you got. So if it's not a heavy car, I would raise my boom up. If it is a heavy car, I would raise my boom up in a V and put my V in the ground. Never put your boom on the ground.
Yeah.
So go ahead and raise your boom up. Does that make sense to you? About the V and raising the boom? The higher our point is here, the easier it is to pull.
It's more of a straight on pull instead of at an angle.
So what you're saying is flip the boom up.
Now fold it a little bit.
Fold it.
Okay, now open your paws. Okay. Fold it some more. All right, now bring the boom down if you need to. So in other words, if the truck started dragging, you would take the boom down and let the V right here get into the ground. But if it's not dragging, you don't need to do that.
You're basically stabilizing.
Yep, it's basically a stabilizer bolt. All right, come on, Robbie, show me what to do. Now, once that cable's tight, the one thing you don't want to do is be around that cable in case it snaps. That mug will cut you in half. I'm not trying to be funny. If that thing ever snaps, the whiplash on the car, that mug will cut you in half. Come on.
There you go.
Now, when it starts coming like that, bring it.
Bring it.
Bring it on up.
All right. Now at this point, you see why we went to the furthest point of the vehicle, because once it rolls like this, you're not back out into the scene trying to get your cables and reset. You're already reset. Keep pulling.
Now, when she starts coming over, once she breaks that 90 plane, stop. Give your cable time to go down. Go ahead.
Yep.
Once you see it break, keep going, keep going. Now stop.
That's it. That's your rollover.
Get a rollover. Now what you do, so you know, first thing you do is you unhook your cable here. Me personally, it's just me, everybody's preference. I go ahead and pick my car up so I can get under and undo my cables real easy. But I go ahead and unhook my cable here, put my winch up, I pick my car up at this point, and then I undo my cables.
Okay. So you.
That's pretty much a rollover. Not a lot to it. It's about being smart and safe and controlling the vehicle.
Right.
The one thing you cannot do is y'all cannot leave my blocks on the ground. That's the second biggest thing drivers do, is they'll drive off from a rollover and leave the blocks of chains.
Yes.
Your muds get expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
That's my third
I've
block.
got more blocks and chains at wrecks than I've ever bought.
That's my third block. I might not mess up anything, but I'll be costing him in blocks. That dude right there, Ronnie, is smart, bro. If he sees that you're like doing something like that's gonna hurt you, or if something is not right where you could do better, he's gonna jump in and tell you. Now, I've learned every bit of my stuff from him. I could call him on the phone and the dude can walk me through anything.
Yeah.
You'll get them here and there to where they're decent, you know, decent patrol calls or something like that. And then the night that you have off is like when the good ones come. You're like, come on. It's fun though, because all of them are different, you know. You're not gonna pull up on one, it's gonna be the same. They all have different hook points. It's weird. The weight ratio is different from your SUV to your car. Like he said, your rocks, you turn it one time, it's gonna continue to turn.